Hello, welcome to Play 201. This is Sabi speaking, and my action items consisted of the business objects, plan features, plan feature assignments, promotions, and performance snapshots. Now, for plan features, we've got 5 different plans: the Elite, Starter, Premium, Family, and the Core plan. Each plan has a different library access, different resolution, different frame rate, different sessions allowed, and different support systems. Plan feature assignments shows or basically glues them together and shows which ones have which. So core has a resolution cap of 720p. Performance snapshots are the snapshots of the player's gaming sessions. So here we have a player with game Amigo Advance. This is his snapshot at 2nd of the 8th, 2025, 1:45. And for promotions, there are different ones like 7-day free trial, family bundle bonuses, VIP upgrades, loyalty bonuses, etc. Now, for action items number 5, I did the support and feedback intake for my screen flow. Now you can see it starts off with giving you an issue. So category consists of billing, tech, access, and experience. Priority consists of the level of priority 1 to 5. Description, whatever description the user wants to add. And the checkbox to mark if the user wants to include these comments as feedback. Then it creates the ticket. Then the user gets an option if they want to add feedback or if they don't want to add feedback. If they pick no, it'll take them to the end screen. But if they pick yes, they will get another screen which will create another feedback, and then soon they will get a message saying thank you for the feedback. Now for my action item number 6, it was subscription lifecycle and renewal, where users get an email 7 days before expiry, day of expiry, and 3 days after expiry. So basically, it should show, it should send an email saying, do you want to auto renew? And if not, please change. So here, expiry date. So this is where it's expired, 0 days after. So it would go all the way down to here, where you'd get the email saying your subscription has ended. Here is the 7 days before, where you can choose to auto renew or choose not to auto renew and cancel. Here is payment past due, where you don't get payment cut, but your subscription status is past due. This is the email you get. Dear player, your subscription is set to expire in 7 days on the record end date, and you can choose to change the auto renew option. That's all for my action items. Thank you for listening.
Now let's take a look at parts of the Play 201 system that I've implemented. So we'll start off with plans. We have Core, Elite, Family Plan, Premium, Starter. As we can see, something like the Premium plan costs $30 a month, has a 4K resolution cap, 0 session limit per day, and there's a description there. We can contrast that with, say, the starter plan, which has a monthly price of 0, 720p resolution cap. You can only play for 12 hours per day. That's the session limit. And again, we have a description describing the features or lack thereof. We also have support tickets. So when users of the Play 201 system need help, need support, they can send a ticket, and we categorize them by their priority, their status, a little description from the player as to what the issue is, and that's so our support agents can prioritize which players' needs to attend. So we also have, we'll go down to access rules. This lets us see which games belong to which subscription tiers, which plans, and the limits of that. So Aero Divers for the core plan, it's available on the core plan. We have notes about its features for the plan. So it's available for the premium and core plans, but DLC is only included in the premium plan. So core, premium, and every game will have a plan associated with it for the access rules. Now we can go to play sessions. This shows us our player analytics, shows us how long they have played a game for. You have the player number, the session number, what time it started at, what time it ended, and the duration. So we have 120 minutes, the console type, the latency. This allows us to gather invaluable data on our players and what they're playing and for how long. So now if we go over to flows, we can see one I've implemented, which is the player onboarding and subscription sign up. So let's just open this up. So if we run this flow, we can see we come to a startup page where we have our plan choices. Pick which one we want to go with. Elite. Start with free trial if available. We'll have a player name, an email, region, EU, and if it's a child, then we'll have to associate a guardian email with it as well. We have provider token, expiry month, expiry year, and yeah, that's the subscription sign up page. So one last flow to show you is a work in progress, the payment method expiry monitor. This flow allows us to notify the player when their payment method is close to expiring. So we've got it set 30 days before. It's a record triggered flow. It's not complete yet, so I can't show you it in operation. It's a work in progress, but for now, that's the idea behind it. Anyway, those are my parts to the Play 201 system.
Hello, this is Andrew Mutunga speaking. I'll be presenting the 4 business objects that I did, which is player C, subscription C, payment C, and feedback C. This is the feedback business object, and As you can see here, these are the fields and relationships. The next business object is payment. These are the fields and relationships. And the third business object that I did was subscription C, and these are the fields and relationships. After that one, I did when you come to the application, you can see the player data has been entered here. If you want to edit any of the business objects, here you can come and edit from the fields we entered, we saved previously on the business objects. The flows that I created was, the first one was the plan change or renewal. This is the flow here. You can see I have the screen where the user selects a player, and then you get the current subscription, and then decisions must be made if a player wants to change or renew the subscription. Yeah. And if we want to run it, we can debug it and see it in action. You can see you can select a player here, maybe select that player, and then you're going to display the current subscription details. If you want to change, you can go and select any plan that you want to change. The next flow that I did was this play session access. If I open the flow, you can see how the flow works. This is a triggered flow. It checks if the subscription has if the player has a subscription. If no subscription, the decision making happens here. If there's a subscription, the decision happens here. Okay. So this is where we see the play session access flow in action. So here we come and select a play session. You can select that one. You can see from the session here that the flow is triggered. No subscription outcome was executed. One variable was updated. The flow ran. So you can see here that it ran successfully. Thank you. That's my presentation.
I am Farhan, MD Fazler Rabbi Chaudhry Farhan, and I work in like 4 business objects, that was in game title, favorite, redemption, payment method. So my first object that is payment method. This is, I also added the fields and relationships, and that was the expiry date, expiry month, expiry year, is difficult, last modified, the method type and payment method name, player status, etc. This is my first business object. Then I go to the second one. Sorry. The second one, yeah, this is redemption. In the redemption, I added the fields and relationships, that is created by, last modified by, owner, player, promotion, and subscription, redemption name, etc. Then then the third one is favorite. This is my third business object. and I also add the fields and relationships that was add-on created by favorite name, game, last modified notes, owner, player, and unique play games. Then the game title is my last business object. This was and in my game title business object I added fields and relationships that was game code, game title, and owner last modified byte and in is active. So I work in that four business object. This is my all work. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Steven. I'm from Group 20. I have been assigned to following tasks. So I have been assigned to do four sections in step 1 is book report, recommendation, notification, and parental control. In step 2, I have been assigned to do promo coupon, redemption, screen floor, and in step 3, I have been assigned to do payment method, Aspire, monitor, record, trigger floor with scheduled path. So this is the book report. I created a book report object for issue file during play. The keys files is book number as an auto number, player, game required, linked season, severity, and minor major critical status with nil, target in progress, fixes, one fix, description, long text, and first in IT with date and time. So I added a helpful validation rule. If the status is fixes, first in IT must be filled. That keep fixes bugs properly time-stamped. So the recommendation, this object store the personalized game suggestions, a required lookup to player and suggestion game. A recent code picklist like Jenny Affinity, recent plays and popular in cohort. A score from 0 to 1 with 2 decimals and granted 80 default to now. And the next one is parental control. This capture family plan rules, required guardian play and child play, lookups, allow rating as the multicyclic, optional blocked calories at the multicyclic, daily minute cap, optional quiet hour start and end. Start and end. And on is currently rejected checkbox that default to false. The last one is the notification log. This track is operational alerts, lookup to player subscription and payments, and a type picklist, expiry warning, renewal reminder, player followed, method expired, and a channel picklist, email, in-app, SMS, send AT required and delivery stated with query, sends, pauses, and followed. So this is on step 1. I will move to step 2. Okay, right here this is step 2, screen floor promo coupon redemption. It start with a screen called as S0 coupon. I ask for the coupon code and I apply to choice current subscription or next payment, and then I do the get coupon to find a coupon right here. To find a coupon, I check everything in deck valid. The code access today is between valid from and valid to, and max redemption is still higher than redemption count. If any checks fails, I show the SCR invalid. So for the current subscription, I get the player active in get active sub right here. I found a deck hack sub and file sub. I create coupon redemption, link to the coupon player and subscription. If not, I show the SCR no sub. So for the next payment, I check if a payment ID was provided. The DEC has payment. If yes, I create a coupon redemption. So link it to the coupon player and payment. So, but if not, I show the SCR no payments. After redemption, I pump to the usage FRM new count equal black value redemption redemption. Sorry. Finally, oh yeah. Wait. Okay, never mind. Finally, I show the SCR apply with symbol success message. Okay, to test, I run a debug past the real player ID, try a valid code and a valid one. I make sure redemption count goes up when it's applied. So this is my stake 2. We move to stake 3. Okay, this is the last stage. This is stake 3. Record triggered flow with scheduled path payment as per I monitor. Okay, so in here I added one helper field on the payment method colon expiry date. It's a formula that turns the month and the year into the last day of that month. The flow record triggered autosave on the payments method is run when expired month and expired year are not blank. I also add the schedule path. Call it SCHED 30D. Yeah. I fill it with a payment method. What I need to say? So on the path, I look up to the player active subscription. If I find one, I set payment risk to truth on the subscription and send a 30-day reminder email. Yeah. So so on the immediate path, if what is it? Immediate path. Yeah, the immediate path. If expiry date equal today, I check subscription. If auto renew is true, if I create a payment with stated equal pending and send an expired email. If not, just end. So for testing, I sometimes change the schedule to 0 day before. So I don't wait or wait. Okay. So to hit the immediate branch, then I will activate the floor. So that is the stake 3 At the 30-day warning and on the day expired, we create a pending payment and email the player. Thank you for listening with my part.